Hey guys, Kurt from Time Machine Transport. So, I'm going to be pulling this whole side off here because when I did my AC, I had a bent bracket. I'll show you, I'll get into that. But anyways, my parts guy, he ended up getting me this whole entire set because there are 4 lines underneath the truck that go from your sleeper all the way to your firewall. And I just really need just the small one, but I'm probably going to end up doing both. So you have 2 AC lines and then you have 2 coolant lines. You have an in and an out for both of them. So I'm going to see if I can get you guys the part number or the tag once I get this. But the first thing you're going to need is, if you have fairings, you're going to need a star bit, and you got to take all of these off all the way down and to that other step. Now, once you get these off, you just lift this aluminum plate and the whole entire fairing comes right off. So that's like the easiest part of this whole job, is taking this off. So I'll show you. I'm gonna put you on pause. All right, so I got the stars bolts out, and then it just pops just right off like that. And then now we're going to do this bottom one. So on this particular 2001, so that's where your brake is. So that whole entire panel is going to come off. So I'm going to put you back on pause and I'll show you what I mean. All right, now I took all these off, and it pops off just like that. If you guys do this type of work, you really should have yourself a decent impact. Doesn't matter if it's Harbor Freight or whatever. Just makes things a lot easier. So now I have to pop my hood because this whole entire piece is just going to come straight out. But I like to start from the back. So I also had some bolts in here that I took out, because each one of these panels is going to come off individually. So I'm going to go ahead and finish taking off these last 2, and then I'll show you how the fairings come off. All right, guys, and then once you take them off, she's just going to pop straight off, like so. Be careful with them. You don't want to get them all scratched up like mine are. Anyways, what happens is how those hold down in there. You can see all the marks so you don't need to, I mean, you could mark them if you wanted to, but this is an old truck, so you could see where they all go back in. So you don't necessarily have to mark them, but you can if you'd like. And then how that works is, see these little clips? So your bolt goes right inside there, and so there's like a receiver in here. So you don't need any nut, you just need the bolt, and it screws down in there. And to some that might seem elementary, but to some it's not. All right, now I'm just going to go ahead and take off the rest of them and put you on pause. All right, and that's what we're left with. So now, grab my light. So this, when I did this, so this is, I wouldn't say it's funny, but it's kind of comical. I'll explain. Let me grab my light. All right, so here's the comical part. So, closer here, you can see where this is bent, this bracket. Well, these washers are not supposed to be on there, but in my defense, it was late. I was trying to straighten the bracket because the bracket is attached to this smaller AC hose or line. I had it off. I was trying to bend it on my vise, blah, 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 and it just would not. So I added these to see maybe if I could correct the bend a little bit, and it didn't. But when I did the pressure check, when I held the vacuum seal for an hour and a half, and then I ran it, and everything had held pressure, so everything was cool. But I think what happened was, after the course of it shaking, maybe the bracket cracked or the seals came out, whatever. You can see up here where the gap is. It's not supposed to be like that. Anyways, it was funny because the AC tech over in York, Nebraska, he's like, oh, because, you know, we did everything brand new on this truck for the AC, new AC compressor, new condenser, new high pressure lines, all new gaskets, a new AC filter, pretty much everything except for this. So, because I had actually called my parts guy, but he's like, yeah, it's going to be like weeks out. So anyway, so this time around, the AC tech was like, oh my God, yeah, you did everything else right in the front, but what an idiot. What an idiot. What idiot would do that? And I'm sitting there thinking, you motherfucker, if you only knew that I was the idiot. So anyways, it's funny because the guy, I said, well, can I just go next door to the Freightliner dealership and grab the line? And, you know, I said, I can go ahead and pull the fairings and get everything hooked up. I said, I'll go ahead and I said, or you can do it. He's like, no, I really don't want to do that. I'm like, who's the idiot now, motherfucker? It's like, you talk all this smack and all this shit, but yet you don't want to actually do the work. So I just found that kind of hilarious. Anyways, my insulation is actually not doing too bad, minus the stuff that's a little heated up there that kind of went in because of the exhaust system. But it's all still very solid. So this actually did reduce my road noise. It is keeping the truck cooler. It's quieter. And I'm sure in the wintertime it's going to keep it warmer. So I guess I just didn't play into effect. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but anyways, I guess I didn't figure that that would get that hot to where it would kind of melt like that, but I think that's just fine. I mean, this stuff is fireproof anyways, so I'm not worried about it. So anyways, I'll stop yapping. I'm going to pull both of these AC lines. So these are the two coolant lines I told you about. One goes in, one goes out. And they go up right here. So, if it was, I guess I could do the whole entire rack, but I'm trying not to do that, man. I'm not trying to do major surgery. So, I'm going to, all you're going to need really is a star bit, the same star bit that fits on this one here. I don't know what size it is, but your truck may or may not be different. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on pause, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so first you'll see where my socket is on the bolt up there. Let's see if I can drag the light a little closer. Right up in there. So I got a bolt on this one because I didn't have a star bit to go up there because when I replaced that brass block up there. So all you're going to do is just loosen that up. I'll put you on pause. All right, you can see a little better now the bolt is out. And you can see where the bracket is attached to the pipe to the right there. So now I'm going to go ahead and loosen up the front on this one here. I just got to take out the star bit right here in the middle. I'll put you back on pause. So pretty much right in there. When I did my first video on putting this stuff together, you don't want to get gorilla on this stuff when you're tightening it down. So I'm going to finish taking it off and put you on pause. So now all you got to do is just wiggle them out. You don't have to get gorilla on it, like I said. It's kind of hard for me to do with one hand. That's what she said and he said. All right, the bolt is clear, and then they're just going to wiggle out. I'm going to need two hands for this. All right, I got the first one out, and you have these little support brackets. Like I said, if I really needed to, I'd have to. I could just replace all four, but there's really no sense. So I'm gonna need two hands for this. All right, guys, I got the new ones to the right out of the rack. I also got two up there, but I was able to pull off the part number So that is your part number. Good thing it's made in the USA. But that's for those, it's like 4 lines. So I just want to give you that. And my parts guys said it was quicker for all 4 to come in than it was just for that skinny coolant line to come in, because that's really the only one I wanted to change. However, it's better to do it this way anyways. So anyways, that's pretty much it, man. Now you just gotta make sure you have your gaskets. And actually these lines do come with gaskets already. Yeah, they come with the gaskets already. So if not, you got to get one of those gasket things, but they do come with, right here, they do come with the new gaskets on them. So basically how you took it out is how you're going to put it back together. So anyways, I'll let you guys know how it fares, and we'll go from there. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Ciao.